Beloved soul, have you ever paused amidst the chaos of life to truly wonder, what is this force within you that thinks, feels, and dreams? What is this invisible power that makes you happy one moment and restless the next? This force is your mind, dear one, and hidden within it lies a power so profound, so vast, that it can shape your destiny, heal your body, and lead you to the very doorstep of the infinite. Most human beings live their entire lives imprisoned by their own uncontrolled thoughts and emotions, never realizing that the mind is not meant to be a master, but a faithful servant of the soul. Today, let us journey together into the sacred, untapped depths of your own being and explore a truth known to ancient yogis and saints but forgotten by the modern world, that your mind is the master key to all inner and outer success. In the great scriptures of India, it is declared, "As a man thinketh, so he becomes." These words are not mere poetry or spiritual idealism, but a scientific truth of the highest order. Every thought you hold sends vibrations into the universe and molds your character, your circumstances, and your future. You are, at this very moment, the sum total of your past thoughts, and your future will be fashioned by the thoughts you hold today. Yet this truth, though simple, is overlooked by millions. People blame their fate, their surroundings, and even the divine for their misfortunes, forgetting that the very cause of all human suffering and joy lies within the temple of their own mind. The great masters knew this secret and spent their lives perfecting their control over the mind's restless waves, diving deep within to awaken the higher powers of peace, wisdom, and divine bliss. I tell you, dear one, you are far greater than you have ever imagined. Within you lies a divine spark, waiting to burst into a flame of wisdom and joy. Your mind is not a curse nor a burden, it is a sacred instrument, a bridge between your mortal self and the infinite ocean of spirit. If you learn to harness its power, you will no longer be a slave to circumstances, but a conscious creator of your own destiny, guided by the radiant light of your higher self. And so, let us begin. Beloved soul, let us begin this sacred inquiry by understanding the true nature of your mind. It is not a mere bundle of fleeting thoughts and restless emotions, as many believe. The mind, in truth, is a spark of the infinite spirit itself, temporarily clothed in the garments of mortal awareness. From the moment you draw your first breath in this world, your mind begins to weave its tapestry of experiences, impressions, and desires. But beyond these surface waves lies a boundless ocean of divine intelligence, a radiant presence within you that holds the power to shape worlds, manifest health and harmony, and dissolve every sorrow that burdens the heart. In the ancient yogic teachings, it is revealed that the human mind is both the cause of bondage and the key to liberation. It is through the mind that man becomes entangled in illusions, and through that same mind he may rise above delusion and realize his eternal nature as a child of God. Your mind, dear one, is the very medium through which you perceive this world. It colors your reality. If the lens of your mind is clouded with negativity, fear, and doubt, then even the most beautiful circumstances will appear grim. But if your mind is calm, pure, and attuned to higher truth, even amidst difficulties you will find a hidden joy and unwavering peace. You must come to know that your thoughts are not idle shadows, they are living forces. Each thought you hold shapes the pattern of your destiny. The sages have declared, that which you think upon steadily, you inevitably become. If you dwell upon weakness, you empower it. If you contemplate strength and peace, those qualities awaken within you. The mind is like fertile soil, whatever seeds you plant within it, be it fear, courage, or joy, shall surely grow and bear fruit. Therefore, I urge you, beloved soul, become the vigilant gardener of your own mental garden, When you learn to control your thoughts, to direct them with wisdom and unwavering focus, you align yourself with the mighty creative forces of the universe. In that moment, you cease to be a passive victim of life's storms and become a conscious master of your fate, a radiant child of the infinite light. Remember always, your mind is a spark of the divine. It was never meant to crawl in the dust of fear, but to soar in the skies of infinite bliss. Now, dear seeker, having understood that the mind is a spark of the infinite, it becomes essential for us to explore its inner structure, to understand how it functions and how we may master it. The ancient sages, through deep meditation and divine revelation, discovered that the human mind is not one singular force, but rather it operates through three distinct levels, like layers of light surrounding the soul. Each of these aspects plays a vital role in shaping your experiences, your reactions, and your destiny. The first is the conscious mind, the waking, reasoning part of you. It is this aspect that you use to think, to speak, to act, and to engage with the world through your senses. The conscious mind is often compared to the surface of a vast ocean, ever-moving, restless, influenced by the winds of outer circumstances. It allows you to make decisions and exercise free will, but sadly, most people live solely on this surface, tossed about by every wave of pleasure and pain. Beneath this lies the subconscious mind, the storehouse of all your past experiences, emotions, habits, and impressions. It is like the deep undercurrents of the ocean, unseen but immensely powerful, directing much of your behavior without your conscious awareness. Every thought you have ever held, every word you have spoken, and every experience you have lived is etched upon this subconscious realm. When you react instinctively to a situation, or feel an unexplained fear or joy, it often arises from this hidden region. The subconscious can be your friend or your enemy, depending upon what seeds you have planted within it over time. But far above both these lies the superconscious mind, the silent, radiant domain of your higher self, eternally connected to the infinite spirit. It is in this exalted state that saints, sages, and true masters dwell. The superconscious mind is beyond reasoning and memory. It is the realm of intuition, wisdom, and direct divine perception. In moments of profound peace, deep meditation, or sudden inspiration, you may catch a glimpse of this light within you. It is this superconscious state that reveals the deeper truths of life, truths not learned through books or senses, but known through inner experience. Thus, beloved soul, your task is to rise from the limitations of the conscious and subconscious minds and ascend into the superconscious. There, you will discover your true nature, and the infinite peace that surpasses all earthly understanding. Beloved soul, now that you understand the threefold nature of your mind, it is vital to realize how profoundly your thoughts influence not only your inner state but also the very circumstances of your outer life. Most people imagine that their life is shaped by fate, chance, or the decisions of others. But the great masters, and those who have peered behind the veil of appearances, declare otherwise. They affirm that it is your own thoughts that weave the tapestry of your destiny. What you hold in your mind steadily, whether good or bad, consciously or unconsciously, begins to materialize in the world around you. You see, every thought is a vibration, an energy wave that radiates outward from your mind like invisible ripples on a pond. These thought vibrations carry a certain magnetic power. Positive, uplifting, and courageous thoughts attract harmonious situations, supportive people, and opportunities. On the other hand, negative, fearful, and restless thoughts create obstacles, discord, and suffering. It is a law of creation itself, known to yogis and sages for millennia. As you think, so you become. The modern man gives little attention to the quality of his thoughts, allowing them to drift aimlessly like dry leaves in the wind. But the wise recognize that thought is a creative force, the builder of character, health, fortune, and spiritual attainment. If you constantly affirm within yourself, "I am weak, I am helpless, I am a failure," your subconscious mind will accept these ideas as truths and will work tirelessly to manifest them in your reality. But if you replace such self-limiting beliefs with divine affirmations, "I am strong, I am fearless, I am a child of God," you will gradually awaken latent powers within you that can overcome any difficulty. Beloved, understand this deeply. Thoughts are not idle, they are living things. Just as a seed planted in fertile soil will inevitably sprout, every thought you nourish within your mind will eventually bear fruit in your life. This is why it is essential to guard your mental garden as you would a sacred temple. Remove the weeds of doubt, anger, and fear, and plant instead the fragrant blossoms of peace, joy, courage, and divine love. In time, you shall reap a harvest of inner contentment and outer harmony. So remember always, dear one, the world you experience is but a reflection of the world you hold within your mind. Beloved soul, having understood the restless nature of the conscious mind and the hidden influences of the subconscious, let us now turn our gaze upward, toward the most luminous and sacred realm within you, the superconscious mind. This is the divine aspect of your being, the silent witness that observes all experiences yet remains untouched by them. It is the eternal fountain of wisdom, intuition, and boundless joy that resides quietly behind the veil of your ceaseless thoughts. And though most people are unaware of its presence, it awaits patiently, ready to reveal its gifts to those who sincerely seek it. The superconscious mind is not accessed through mere intellectual effort or outward striving. It reveals itself in moments of deep calmness, inner stillness, and pure devotion. In this sacred state, the restless waves of thoughts that usually disturb the surface of your consciousness settle into perfect stillness, like a tranquil mountain lake reflecting the light of the moon. In such silence, you begin to hear the gentle whisper of your soul, and in that whisper lies the voice of God. It is through the superconscious mind that saints, mystics, and sages receive divine visions, flashes of prophetic insight, and the unshakable inner peace that remains undisturbed amidst the storms of life. This higher awareness is not reserved for a chosen few, it belongs to every soul by divine right. The great masters have simply shown us the way to awaken it through meditation, right living, and sincere devotion. When you sit in deep meditation, closing your eyes to the outer world and focusing gently at the spiritual eye, the point between the eyebrows, you gradually begin to withdraw your awareness from the body and the senses. The breath slows, the mind becomes quiet, and a radiant light may appear within your inner gaze. In these sacred moments, you touch the shores of the superconscious. Insights flow effortlessly. An overwhelming peace envelopes you. The petty worries of daily life vanish like mist in the morning sun. This is not imagination, dear one, it is the higher reality that awaits you. The superconscious mind is your true home, the doorway to divine wisdom and immortal joy. Awaken it through daily meditation, sincere prayer, and by attuning your life to higher ideals. In doing so, you will discover a peace and power far beyond the fleeting pleasures of this world, a joy so complete, you will wonder how you ever lived without it. Beloved soul, now that you have glimpsed the majestic heights of the superconscious mind, you may ask, how can I reach there? How can I calm my restless thoughts and purify the garden of my mind so that divine wisdom may blossom within me? Know this, it is not through mere wishing that one attains mastery over the mind, but through steadfast practice, gentle discipline, and the application of time-tested spiritual techniques. The saints and sages did not leave us in darkness, they revealed clear, practical methods for regaining control over the wandering mind and awakening its higher powers. The first and most essential practice is daily meditation. In meditation, you withdraw your attention from the outer senses and direct it inward, toward the silent depths of your own being. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably with your spine erect, and gently close your eyes. Begin by calming the breath, for breath and mind are intimately connected. As long as the breath is restless, the mind remains agitated. But as the breath slows and becomes steady, the mind too begins to settle, like ripples fading from the surface of a still pond. A beautiful technique I have often recommended is to observe the breath as it flows in and out through the nostrils, without trying to control it. This simple act draws your awareness inward and disengages the mind from its restless habits. When thoughts arise, as they surely will, do not fight them. Gently return your attention to the breath, again and again, like a mother tenderly guiding her wandering child back home. Another powerful practice is the use of positive affirmations and prayers. Repeatedly impress upon your subconscious uplifting, noble thoughts such as, "I am strong, I am peaceful, I am a child of God." Spoken with conviction, these thoughts gradually replace the negative tendencies that have lodged within your mental depths. The subconscious begins to absorb these new vibrations, and in time, your very nature will reflect these divine qualities. Surround yourself also with uplifting company, inspiring books, and holy environments. The mind takes the shape of that which it dwells upon. If you constantly feed it with thoughts of fear, anger, and trivial pleasures, it remains bound. But if you offer it the fragrance of wisdom, devotion, and noble ideals, it begins to rise. Through these sacred techniques, beloved one, you will steadily gain mastery over your mind, purify its restless tendencies, and open the doorway to the infinite joy that forever waits within you. Beloved one, having now understood the sacred power of your mind, and the means by which you may purify and uplift it, let us turn to the great promise held within these teachings, that you need no longer be a victim of fate, tossed about by outer circumstances. You were never meant to drift through life as a helpless passenger. The truth is that within you lies the radiant power to shape your destiny, to create your future, and to rise above all limitations. You are the master sculptor of your life, and your chisel is your thought. The ancient sages proclaimed this timeless truth: whatever a person intensely imagines, steadily concentrates upon, and deeply believes, must come to pass. Your present circumstances, whether pleasant or difficult, are the result of your own past mental habits and thought patterns. And the future, though unseen, is quietly being built, moment by moment, through the thoughts you hold today. You may have made mistakes, you may have suffered, but you are not bound by them. Every saint was once a sinner, and every soul, no matter how lost, can turn toward the light and become a radiant child of God. To become the master of your destiny is not arrogance, it is to claim your birthright as a divine being made in the image of Spirit. By steadily training your mind, by directing your thoughts toward strength, peace, wisdom, and love, you attune yourself to the great cosmic currents of harmony that govern all creation. In this attunement, obstacles are dissolved, wrong tendencies fall away, and opportunities open as naturally as a flower blooms beneath the sun. Meditation is your daily royal road to this mastery. Prayer and right action are its companions. Practice patience with yourself, for the mind has been long undisciplined and like a wild horse, it may resist the reins. But with love, steadiness, and faith in the guidance of the divine, you shall gain control. You will notice changes, your fears will lessen, your joy will deepen, and intuition will begin to guide your steps with quiet assurance. Dear one, never forget this truth: you are not the trembling creature of circumstance, but the immortal soul, the beloved child of the infinite Father. Awaken to this glorious reality and begin, today, to shape your life with courage, wisdom, and divine faith. In this lies the fulfillment of your earthly journey and the attainment of lasting peace. Beloved soul, as we come to the close of this sacred reflection, I invite you to pause for a moment, close your eyes, and feel the quiet presence of peace within you. Beyond the noise of the world, beyond the ceaseless chatter of the mind, there exists a silent sanctuary, your own soul, forever one with the infinite. All the wisdom we have shared today is not distant theory or forgotten scripture, it is living truth, waiting to be awakened in your own heart. You are not a frail being bound by fate. You are not a prisoner of circumstances, nor the slave of your past mistakes. You are, and always have been, a radiant spark of the infinite spirit, endowed with the power to create, to uplift, and to transform your destiny. The hidden power of your mind, once understood and mastered, will become your greatest ally in this earthly journey and your bridge to the boundless realms of divine joy. I urge you, dear one, do not let these truths remain as mere words heard once and forgotten. Act upon them. Practice them. Experience them for yourself. Begin, even if only for a few minutes each day, to sit in stillness, to watch your breath, to direct your thoughts toward peace, love, and strength. Speak to God as your closest friend, and affirm your highest nature with faith. Day by day, you will feel a change, subtle at first, then unmistakable, as your mind becomes your servant rather than your master, and your heart awakens to divine guidance. And if this message has touched some hidden place within you, if it has stirred a longing for a deeper, richer, more purposeful life, I invite you to journey further with me. Subscribe to this channel, where we shall continue to explore the timeless wisdom of the ancient masters, the science of yoga, the art of meditation, and the truths that set the soul free. Like this video if it brought you peace, and share it with those you love, for every soul is seeking this light, though few may yet know where to find it. Leave a comment below, beloved friend, and tell me what in today's reflection spoke to your heart. Let us walk this sacred path together, hand in hand, as fellow children of the infinite. May divine blessings and eternal light surround you always. Peace, Amen.